Hello, my name is Quinn McKiernan, and today I want to discuss something that really affects me and I think affects a lot of people out there. And that is how technology and social media takes away and affects the real life relationships that we keep with one another, that we make with one another, and strangers we find out in the world. I think technology really hinders that ability that we have, and I want to talk a little bit about that today. Technology has completely changed the way that we connect with people, and even though it helps us stay in touch, it also creates new challenges for real life relationships. Today, many of us spend hours on our phones without even noticing. And this constant screen time pulls our attention away from the people that physically surround us. When we sit with friends or family but check our phones every few minutes, it can accidentally send the message that the screen actually matters more than the person that we're with, even though that's not our or most people's intention. Research shows that simply having a phone on the table, even if it's face down, can make conversations feel less meaningful. That's because part of our brain stays alert for notifications, for anything that pops up on our phone that we might want to look at. This keeps us from giving our full attention to the people that we are around and having a conversation with. Real connection requires presence, eye contact, and active listening. When screens interrupt these moments, the relationships often tend to weaken over time. Texting and social media obviously make communication way faster. They make it more efficient, make it easier, but they also remove a lot of things that are essential for good communication. Some of these important things are social cues or emotional cues that we only get in face-to-face conversations. In person, we notice things like tone, like facial expressions, body language. Without these, messages can be misunderstood or feel less meaningful than they would if they're in person, leading to confusion or sometimes even conflict. Many people now handle serious conversations over text, which is often problematic because they're much better in person, where emotions can be seen and communicated properly and really felt. The main group of people that this affects is young people like myself. I'm a 19-year-old and I'm on my phone probably over half of the day. Young people today have grown up surrounded by screens, and experts worry that they may have fewer chances to practice social skills like reading emotions or handling disagreements respectfully. Because when most communication happens online, it becomes easy to avoid uncomfortable conversations instead of working through them. These skills are essential for building healthy relationships and relationships as they, grow and get older. Another thing that technology affects is family. In many homes, parents and kids may be in the same room, but all focused on different screens. Even though they're physically together, they're not sharing any meaningful time. Over time, this can create emotional distance. Kids may feel ignored when parents are glued to their phones, and vice versa. Parents may feel disconnected when kids prefer screens over family activities or even just going outside. Another large group of people that this affects is people in relationships, romantic relationships to be specific. Tech interruptions are becoming more common which is when one partner scrolls or checks their phone during a conversation, and it can make the other people feel unimportant or unheard or simply just ignored. Social media can also add stress. There's a common saying that has really blown up because of social media, and that is comparison is the thief of joy. And with technology, gives us a bridge to compare ourselves to some of famous people, or fitness influencers, or whoever you may look up to. People tend to set a new standard for themselves, or they set an unrealistic goal because of what they're comparing themselves to online. Spending too much time online can increase feelings of loneliness too, because us as humans, we need real world interactions to feel supported and understood. If something happens in your life and you need support, you're gonna want to really talk to somebody instead of just getting a text from somebody saying they support you. However, with all these points, technology is not all negative. It has amazing benefits. It has helped long distance couples stay close. It has let families share moments and memories when they're far apart. It helps friends maintain connections during busy seasons of life and whatever is going on. Technology also helps people find communities where they feel accepted, especially if they struggle socially in person, or they just are not as socially interactive as others. When used intentionally, technology can strengthen relationships instead of weakening them. The key to all this is balance, and that's with anything, but especially in this case. Instead of letting technology control our attention, we can choose simple habits that support healthier communication, putting phones away during meals, practicing active listening, and using screens to plan out in-person hangouts instead of replacing them. This can make a huge difference in anybody's life, especially if they feel lonely. Small habits like turning off notifications, or even just putting your phone on silent, looking up when someone talks to you, or making time planning out face-to-face conversations. All this can help us stay connected in meaningful ways. In conclusion, in the end, technology is just a tool. It becomes a problem with many things. It only becomes a problem when it replaces deeper emotional connections. We get away from being fully present with each other, and that's harmful to any relationship. In a world where screens are always around us, real connection is something that we have to choose intentionally. It becomes harder and harder to be able to choose that because of the convenience that technology has provided us. When we put our phones down, make eye contact, truly listen, we give ourselves the chance to build stronger, more meaningful relationships that help us feel understood, supported, and truly connected. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this. This has affected me in my life significantly. I haven't grown up in a world without technology. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope this reaches the right audience, and I hope this can help you. I hope it can help motivate you to go out and have those real connections, real relationships with people. Thank you.